Adin Ross's stream turns satanic when Playboi Carti does this and finesses Adin Ross of hundreds of thousands, if not $1 million. Before we get into that, guys, my name is Ruslan. This channel exists to encourage, empower, and inspire you to live a life that blesses God. If you're new here, you're not new here, please hit that subscribe button. So many of you guys are watching this and aren't subscribed, and it would mean the world to me if you subscribed. So this is making headwaves. Playboi Carti faces backlash after making a 6-minute appearance on Adin Ross's live stream, okay? Now, everyone's upset about this. Supposedly he's supposed to be paid $2 million in cash and a Ferrari and a trip on Adin's jet. I didn't even know this man Adin has a jet. This is insane.
He apparently promised him $2 million in cash for this appearance, which I'm calling cap on. And Adin apparently also told Playboi Carti that he could use his private jet, and on top of that, he would also be buying him a Ferrari. And after hours of fans anxiously waiting for Playboi Carti to actually come onto his stream, Carti actually ends up popping up. I guess one of the stipulations was that the room had to be as dark as possible. And this man only showed up for 6 whole minutes.
This is him right here.
What is going on? It gets worse, by the way. This isn't even the weirdest thing. I got a picture that he just posted that's like worse than this, believe it or not.
Where he basically uttered around 20 words total, was completely unresponsive when Adin asked him questions, and overall just made himself look really stupid.
Carti is here. Finally about time.
He had him in there for hours, mind you. Hours. He was there 6 hours at this random warehouse that Carti's team picked. And he was just there in the dark, streaming, waiting for this dude to show up.
Weirdo.
So the whole thing starts out a little bit awkward. As I'm sure a lot of you know, Carti's on that Satanist, and he apparently popped into this.
Now, shout out to Jamari for pointing this out, because Jamari's not a Christian creator.
Jamari got a Catholic mom for sure.
Yeah, he got someone that's praying for him. So he pointed this out, and I kind of saw this and was like, oh, this is like Playboi Carti being Playboi Carti. I didn't think until he said this that like, oh, no. This is connected to that foolishness. This is connected to goofy stuff like this.
What is he doing?
What are we doing?
What is he wearing? Come on.
This man got a G-string on, bro.
Room with several devil worshippers, giving off a very strange vibe.
For real? Yeah, look at these weirdos.
Waits for him to speak. He's just standing there.
Y'all want to react?
Adin thought he was gonna get a normal collab.
So how was the Grammys?
Awkward silence.
And so his response is basically crickets. The whole situation is awkward to say the least. And it's just a complete 180 from what this guy is used to when he brings rappers onto the stream, where they're usually trying to promote themselves, they're trying to promote their music or whatever else they got going on. And usually they have a whole lot of fun, and they definitely understand the assignment when it comes to trying to keep the chat entertained. For Carti, it was like he was trying to remain dark and mysterious, and he just came off looking like a...
How you doing, bro? You all right? Nice to officially meet you. Jack.
Okay. Nice to officially meet you. Okay.
We got 500,000 people watching. They're waiting here for 2 hours. This is the camera right here. They're waiting for you for 2 hours, bro. They love you so much, bro. And they feel amazing you're here now. I love you.
So not only did he make him wait 2 or 3 hours from the
Weirdo, dude. Oh, this is extreme weirdo stuff.
Isn't it good?
time he was actually supposed to show up, but Adin apparently took a private jet away from a family emergency just to be in this situation that ended up being a total dud, okay? It's like you're trying to light the firework, and it's just not happening. Above that, this dude came in with a full latex outfit on, including this very strange hockey mask looking thing, and he essentially looks like he is ready to be dominated.
It's your first time doing stream shit, isn't it?
Dag.
I got you, bro. I got you. Actually, matter of fact, I got you, bro. I got some cash for you. Yeah, a little gift from me to you.
So he brings out the duffel bag of cash. You can see Carti light up, or I guess maybe if I really brighten my screen, I can. He starts giggling, he starts laughing. Apparently there's $1 million large in that duffel bag.
You know, it's a good amount of money in here. You know, it's a lot amount of money in here. I got you, bro. From me to you. Yeah, I got you, bro. Oh, you do hugs.
Hug me. Why is this man acting like when you give like a homeless person $5? You know? This like you're walking up and you're like, hey man, and they're like, hey. Like, what's your name? And you're like trying to be like human, and like, hey man, like, what's your name? And they're like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
He
tells him to hug me.
Yeah, he says, hug me. Weirdo.
Okay.
I mean, the can't even utter a thank you out of his mouth. There's more money in this bag than a lot of people will probably see in their lifetime.
You want to take a seat?
He makes him stand.
He's got some weird white chick in the background counting it in the dark.
Okay.
He then asks him to stand up,
I'm like 5'9".
asks him his height,
How tall are you? 6'2". Really?
Why is he whispering?
and the whole thing is just incredibly uncomfortable.
I like the mask, bro. Would you like? What kind of mask is that? Oh, the shoes too.
And no one can see because it's pitch black, which was his request. Like, yes, dude, we get it. You're trying to be that weird goth motherfucker in the back of class, drawing anime pictures and muttering to yourself all day.
So wait, what's the deal with the mask? That's just something you've been rocking with, Illy?
It was actually a gift from Vic.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Nice. I like it, bro. It's nice. All right, well, chat, look, if you guys got questions for him, we don't got him for too long. You let me know. I really do appreciate you coming, though, for real. I know you don't ever do like this, and it means a lot to me you're here.
Thank you.
You're working on the album, though, right?
Love you. Love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Adin Ross, too, for hospitality.
So yeah, he basically came in, acted awkward as ignored any question he had, didn't talk about any new music he's coming out with, didn't want to talk about the Grammys he had literally just performed at with Travis Scott, and overall, he just came off as borderline acoustic.
You playing video games? No? Oh, man. How was your day today? What'd you do?
Shakes head.
Love you out. Thank you so much.
We out.
Pleasure.
We out. That's it.
That's just...
This. Hold on. What's the time? What's the time? This is. He says we're out less than 5 minutes in.
That's crazy.
Because he got to go back to the studio and sit around and do nothing for.
He just scooped up $1 million, played the dude.
Studio. 2024 music.
You leave right now?
Yeah.
All right, let me mute real quick.
And so that was pretty much the extent of Playboi Carti's time on Adin's stream. Obviously, a lot of people were extremely disappointed by this appearance.
Shout out to Adin for low-key kind of, I mean...
No, Adin stood up for himself. But play the rest of this. Because Adin basically says, like, I'm not giving y'all the second half. You're not taking a jet. Like, you agreed to an hour. And you were here for 6 minutes. So Adin definitely... I mean, it's corny that this happened to him.
Yeah.
Because you're asking for it. Like, how many... Because he just got finessed by 21 Savage. Did you hear about that?
No.
That was the opening of the video. Basically, they were playing. He whooped 21 in a couple games. They were gambling,
I didn't hear about that, yeah.
And then they marked cards, and then they caught him, and then like 21 Savage like had to pay him, and it was a big mess.
So I want to hear your thoughts on like what the satanic influence is in this as well.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Including Adin himself, who shelled out potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars for 6 minutes of action. And after this, Playboi Carti apparently even had the audacity to ask, "Hey, where's the rest of my money? And also, what about that private jet you promised me?"
Wait, can I ask, what's going on? Because why are we still here? But it's my plan. It was part of the deal. What is it about? Is it about the jet? They're not getting it. Another half the money. They're not getting it.
Obviously, people collaborating on
So
content
anyway,
is typically...
I think that when I say stand up for himself, I'm saying
that was a pretty soy way of standing up for yourself. Yeah, but he was just like, nah.
Yeah, like no, you're not getting the jet, and you're not getting the whatever the other half of the money is. That's, he could have just been soft and been like, "Here, take it," But I'm assuming he's probably hiding behind security, and they're out of the building at this point.
But what do they want?
a mutually beneficial thing, but it is pretty funny to see someone like this having to promise cars and jet rides and millions of dollars, all to hope to get a rapper onto their stream.
I'm sorry, and I'm sorry to all you Carti fans, bro. I'm really, really sorry. I tried, bro. I'm really about to just start doing content with motherfuckers that I have a relationship with off camera. Guys, I'm sorry if anyone that's like, you agreed to it. No, bro, he agreed to a whole hour of talking about music, his album music, and talking to his fans and TTS and all these things, and he didn't want to do it, so guess what? I'm not keeping my part of the deal.
So obviously he was pissed off, and then he takes this even further to basically say this dark, introverted, weird persona that Carti puts on is both corny and cringy.
I'm not going for that anymore as well. I don't care who you are, I don't care how famous you are, I don't care about any of that shit, bro. I'm not, that persona shit is corny, cringe.
So yeah, it was pretty clear that he was not with Carti. Feeling defeated in this situation, he even tweeted out, "I'm sorry guys, I tried." I mean, he was really hyping up this stream.
Okay, so he says that persona-ish is corny, is cringe.
Yep.
And that seems to be the consensus of Carti's own audience.
Really?
Like the audience is now turning on him.
Yes.
Now, the ironic part is Carti's done all kinds of foul stuff, right? He's done all kinds of foul stuff. This is the de-evolution of Carti, okay? And this is what I mean by the satanic, goofy, playing with the persona and then the persona just playing you.
Yuck.
So this is who Carti was 5 years ago, okay? Check this out.
Nah, I really haven't felt no pressure. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I make my music, I'm having fun. You know what I mean? Like, so I know what I got to do. You know what I mean? So it's lit.
So this is before that, okay? So we're going in time, right? That's him a couple days ago. I showed you guys the previous clip. This is Now this is 6 years ago. Watch
South
this.
Atlanta, Georgia. That's like south of East Atlanta, like where everybody like Gucci and them stay.
Right, East Atlanta is where everyone's from. Is there anyone
he's
major
normal.
from South
He's
Atlanta?
articulate.
Me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long have you
He
been?
still has
how
his
long have you been
frontal
at
lobe.
music?
You know, I've been doing music all my life, but you know, I got serious around like end of high school, like senior year.
And what kind of music were you making then? I'm curious because right now is a very specific time in music, right?
All right, now
And
go
you are
back
like
to the
one of
old clip. And this is how he talks now.
I really haven't felt no pressure. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's just a year difference.
everything a blessing. You know what I'm saying? When I make my music, you know, I'm having fun. You know what I mean? Like, so I know what I gotta do. You know what I mean?
So it's like he's devolving
Oh gosh,
to
that's
this.
horrifying. That's creepy.
to this, right?
What the?
And so this is the typical let me get in the industry, start doing weird stuff to stand out. There's also this, right? This is like from a couple years ago. He's doing the pentagram with the candles and the you know. And so this is what happens when you go into something trying to initially getting your foot in the door into an industry, being normal, as we saw, right? He's fairly normal. Then he's like, okay, now he's a little more mysterious and less coherent to now, like then it goes to pentagrams, then it goes to complete darkness, and now it's completely devolved to you are wearing thongs, you know, and like painting your face, like
And showing up on streams.
and showing up
like
on
a weirdo.
like
with
a
bunch of
complete
Satanist
weirdo.
Cult.
And the punchline is this stuff's it's not working anymore.
Oh.
Like the audience is shifting. Like this isn't cool, right? And the notion that even an artist can be this mysterious and this edgy and like not have to engage in streamers appearances and meaningful conversations and or just releasing music regularly. Like we're watching all of this shift in real time. We're watching streamers say, I'm not going to mess with these dudes who I don't have real relationships with, who aren't standard. We're seeing the audience shift away. We're seeing the Grammys saying we're not doing any foolishness stuff. Apparently the Grammys got a new president, by the way, which is why there wasn't all this craziness. So I think we're seeing this stuff in real time. But my question for Adin is like, what did you expect? Like, did you expect him not to try and finesse you? Did you expect him to come and have a thoughtful conversation with you? You get what you paid for. Like, you wanted to sit down with Carti, who has a track record of this, on top of a bunch of wild other stuff that he's done over the years, allegedly. And you didn't expect the satanic vibes. You didn't expect the persona. You didn't expect all this stuff with all the weirdos that he had with him, that showed up with it. Like, you didn't expect this stuff. And so I think, this is my opinion, my hope, is I think people are waking up, and whether this is trolling, right, or whether Carti really thinks this is cool or he's doing this for attention, I think people are waking up and saying, yo, all this, I don't know about this whole Jesus thing, but I do know this ain't it.
Oh, yeah.
This is not it.
Process of elimination.
Process of elimination. We got you off of Satanism because now, like, unequivocally, we know this is nonsense and this is stupid. At least we got y'all off of that. And now we can say, okay, now Jesus is what you're ultimately after, because time after time and time again, this has been proven that this is not it. This is not it. And so I think this is a W. I think the fans being mad at a guy like Carti, who is for some weird reason held in this higher regard, and his music is not that great.
And he doesn't even put out that much music.
He doesn't put out that much music. And whether he's trolling or not is irrelevant. I think the fans are over it. I think people have had enough. I think the fans are over it. The shenanigans. It's enough. Enough is enough. You're not that cool. This is all, when you got the biggest streamers in the world saying this is cringy. Adin Ross is not a Christian, not a person of faith. He's saying this is cringe as F. This is corny. I think people are over it. And I
don't even think it's trolling.
I don't think it's. I think it may have started as trolling, or it may have started as vibes, and then I think it devolved into this is now his character, and he got around a bunch of Satanists and a bunch of weirdos, and somehow in his mind, in his paradigm, he thought this would be cool. He thought this would be a vibe,
a boss move to pull up,
on Adin
in 6 minutes,
in 6 minutes, and how cool, and get everybody talking. And the audience is like, no, like, we haven't got music from you. This isn't cool, you know. And if we're talking streamers, like, these streamers are now the new rock stars, right?
Yeah,
Adin Ross, Speed. You could probably draw. I would be curious if the increase of live streaming has caused a decrease in consumption of music, because you only got so many hours in a day. So if you're hanging out and you're watching Kai and you're watching Adin Ross and you're watching Speed, you probably aren't listening to music as much.
I personally listen to way more streams and podcasts than music now.
You only got so many hours in a day, right?
Good point.
And so people are really close to these streamers because they're watching them for hours at a time, and they're not as connected to these artists. And so these artists are going to have to make a switch. They're going to have to adjust. Or they're going to have to play nice and go on these big streamers shows to maintain relevance with their audience.
Well, that's what a lot of artists were doing with Adin Ross. I think that's why he was
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
just come. Like Nicki Minaj was kicking it with Kai Cenat for a whole stream.
Yes.
Just like, we're going to talk.
Right.
Like, that's crazy. Nicki Minaj, who's
Make
been
it
in the
famous.
industry forever, is like, yeah, I kind of got to get on the stream. That's nuts.
Yeah. So anyway, what do you guys think about this? I'm curious. I think it's a good thing. I think that these conversations are amazing, and I hope that these sorts of things keep happening because, not to use a biblical parallel in an unbiblical way, but I think this is how you separate the wheat from the chaff. This is how you separate the wheat from the weeds. These artists don't give a crap about y'all. Matter of fact, they don't care if you guys get hurt and get sucked into the same dark stuff that sucked them in. And they're showing you that in real time. They're showing you that in real time. And so my question would be like, why are y'all even listening to this stuff? Why are we even consuming it? As if there's not awesome alternatives out there that are less satanic, that are, how about clean? Like there's
less satanic.
Like there's stuff that's it's not overtly Christian, but it's not satanic, right? Like if we're looking at Connor Price, I don't know if Connor Price is a Christian or not, but Connor Price is arguably one of the biggest independent artists out there, and all of his stuff is clean. There's alternatives out there, but they're probably not going to be in the major label system. They're probably not going to be connected to a major corporation that all they care about is their bottom line. They're trying to finesse the streams. They're hyping up these artists, trying to get them to look bigger than they are. So anyway, that's all I'm saying about this conversation. So anyway, let me know what y'all think, man. I'd love to hear from you guys. And if you want to hear about how I believe this shift is happening at all scales, check out this video of what happened at the Grammys that everybody missed. We'll have this over here for you. All right? Peace.